The brand new Fallout 76 Wastelanders trailer has dropped today. It has literally dropped about 10-15 minutes ago as time of me recording this, but I want to go over all of the important information and little sneaky shots and stuff we've got in there, and go over some extra news that was dropped in and inside the Vault kind of Wastelanders launch thing at the same time, plus there's a tiny Twitch Prime thing at the end, but meh, that's not so important. What matters most of all is the release date, which is revealed in the trailer as April 7th. That's right, April 7th is when Wastelanders is now scheduled to come out, which is later than I thought. I was expecting end of this month. On top of that, for those of you who were excited about Cyberpunk and Wastelanders, as I was, they are releasing 9 days apart. Wastelanders is on the 7th of April, Cyberpunk 2077 is on the 16th of April. So April's going to be crazy for some of us. Now obviously Wastelanders is going to be free for anyone who already has a copy of Fallout 76. You got Fallout 76, you're getting Wastelanders. In addition though, Fallout 76 is coming to Steam on April the 7th. So the same date, Fallout 76 will be on Steam, so if you're someone on PC who has held off of Fallout 76 purely because of Bethesda.net, then it will be on Steam as well come April 7th. Yeah, I don't know how big that audience will be, but I'm sure there'll be some people out there who'll be glad of that. On that note though, there is an official statement here about what transfers over and what doesn't, and I'm just literally going to read it word for word. It's, if you already have Fallout 76 on Bethesda.net, you will not be able to transfer your Atoms or Fallout First membership balance between Bethesda.net and Steam. Additionally, atoms you earn are specific to one or the other platform. However, items you have purchased through the Atomic Shop will be shared across both platforms, Bethesda.net and Steam. So, for the most part, they're separate, but somehow you've still got the items that you buy from the Atomic Shop. I'm guessing it's new characters as well, that's something they don't actually mention in the little article, but it looks like there's I'll keep you updated if there's anything else that gets revealed about this, but that's literally all that's said. Your Fallout First membership and any atoms will not switch over between Steam and Bethesda.net. However, items bought in the Atomic Shop will do, so maybe it's the same characters? I don't know, that just seems more confusing to me than it being all one or all the other. Anyway, enough of that, onto a bit of trailer analysis now. And the trailer is less than a minute long. You'll find it linked in the description and hopefully in the pinned comment and everything as well. It's down there. It's 59 seconds, so not at all difficult to watch. But I'm going to be going over it all, giving some small insights here and there, and my opinion on stuff. So it starts off with the Overseer narrating it all, and I've seen a couple of people get excited about, the Overseer's back, but the Overseer's been narrating everything, and we've still never seen her, so I'm not getting my hopes up for the Overseer appearing just yet. But she might be here, because humans are coming back. But a lot of the narration as well is, hey, this is a new start for the game. It's very much tailored to be like, hey, Fallout 76 is changing, ignore previous impressions you had of it on all of that stuff. And at about 10 seconds in, we get a small glimpse of Crater, the Raider settlement. We see on the left-hand side a little bandstand type thing with the word rock underneath it. And towards centre of frame, we've got a tiny little bar just with one person standing there. It's also, it's really non-raidery, but taking a look at the shot, I can see the person in the foreground and the person just midway through both have Pip-Boys on their arms. So they're Vault Dwellers. So this, I'm not sure if I should really take too much from this shot, because those are obviously player characters both there, and there's no actual raiders there, so this shot really doesn't give us much information, sadly. And it's worth pointing out that it appears that there's a variety of shots in this trailer from pre-Wastelanders and post-Wastelanders, so take everything you see with a tiny pinch of salt as for what it's going to be. We do also see Foundation, which is the Settlers' main base, which I talked about last week, I think it was, in greater detail. Not much to say here, we just get another quick look at it. After that, we get a little more narration from the Overseer, who says there's something in the mountains, people from outside are coming in and they're coming to stay. So obviously, people coming back, we know about that, but what we also see are the Cult of the Mothmen. We see a whole bunch of them in this actually, which is pretty cool. plus one of the Mothman people we see at 18 seconds in on the trailer, one just in the background, is very clearly a ghoul, so it's good to know you can get into a cult if you're a ghoul or if you're a human. That's nice to know. But yeah, Cult of the Mothman, we get to see a few shots of them. They look cool. Like, visually, they're probably the most interesting in this trailer. Then we see some more settlers, but the next interesting shot is a player character with a plasma caster, an old gun, fighting some very old enemies. It's fighting floaters from Fallout 1, and this second or two shot is great. We get to see floaters who just look really cool. They're a badass looking enemy in this new game, especially how they glow, and they're in a Camden Park during this little fight. We also get to see the plasma caster being fired, and it seems to shoot out like a tiny little plasma ball, which then has these 4 electrical plasma thingies shoot off of it as it starts spiraling around and going further away. So I feel like maybe it doesn't need to be too precise. I'm not sure. I'm really interested in seeing or getting my hands on it properly and just seeing how it goes. Because yeah, it's got more than 4, but yeah, it shoots off these little static things all around it. It's really, really cool looking. Something else which is really cool looking, which we also see on the player character, is the Industrial Hand. Now this was a unarmed weapon in Fallout New Vegas. It's basically a power fist with a buzz blade just jacked onto the end of it. So I'm not sure if this will be a modification for power fists, or if it will be its own separate weapon. Either way, very cool to have it in. I know one Mr. Genesis, who I've already messaged about it, and as soon as he wakes up and checks his messages, he'll get all hyped and excited. Something that got me pretty hyped and excited was the bow. We get to see someone with a bow fighting against the giant Gribbly monster, whose name I do not know. I do not know the name of the monster, but we've seen that before. We saw it with some Wendigos in a press release thing, and we've seen it in the previous trailer. I'm more interested in the bow. It's a nice modern one. They're doing a 2-finger draw rather than the 3-finger I do. I used to be an archer, for anyone who's wondering. But yeah, they've got a really nice looking bow with a broadhead arrow. It's nice. I'm loving it. I'm going to make a bow character. Even if I have to delete one of my previous characters, I'm making a bow character, but it's happening. I freaking love bows. And it's real nice to see the bow. You don't get to see it fire or actually in combat. It's all like a fancy cinematic thing, but it's very clearly a player character wielding it. Bows are coming with Wastelanders. I'm looking forward to them. Then after that little fight cinematic thing, we get to see a couple of suits of power armor with a TV with the iconic "Please Stand By" in the middle. The power armor suit on the left-hand side appears to just be like standard T-51. The one on the right, I think, might be the new power armor set. It looks a bit like Excavator, just with a different skin, but it's not quite right. We don't get a perfect view of it in this shot, unfortunately. The lighting's not great. It's not the closest of close-ups, but I think that might be the new power armor, which we actually see like a concept art thing of much better right at the end of the trailer, and I'm probably going to be using something similar in the thumbnail, so hopefully the thumbnail will be that same power armor, which it does look like a new suit of power armor, which I'm down to see. If it's good, I'm happy to have it. We also see what looks like a new gun that the power armor person's wielding. It looks kind of like a laser musket in its frame and design, but there's just not quite enough to see, plus it's concept art, which isn't the most reliable for how it's going to be in-game, but I think it might be the character might be wielding a laser musket, not 100% sure though. And that's the whole trailer. That's all of it broken down as well. Like, as I say, the trailer is 59 seconds long. Go watch it yourself if you haven't already. I've watched it like 10 times, because might as well. And that's it for the trailer, but there's some additional stuff we need to talk about as well, because I want to talk about the content bundles that are coming with Wastelanders. Now, I've been checking just right now, and as of time of recording, you cannot currently purchase these content bundles. I'm not sure if you're going to have to wait for Wastelanders to come out, or if these will be showing up sooner. I will try and keep people updated on that if I can. But let's go over them, because there's a Raider content bundle and a Settler content bundle, and you can get the imaginatively titled Raider and Settler content bundle. Includes both of the set items listed above. Yeah, but we don't have prices on these as well, which is quite annoying, because that's what I wanted to know, because I'm tempted by both of them. So first up, in the Raider content bundle is a mine car planter. So, shouldn't it be minecart? I don't know. A small planter for your crops when no dirt is available. So this is pretty cool for if you want to build somewhere industrial but still want to have a farm. We had similar stuff back in Fallout 4, so this is kind of something I expect. I'm hoping you'll be able to get these in-game without atoms or without actual cash. We'll have to wait and see. There's also a Raider camp skin, or Raider camp, yeah, change the look of your Vault-Tec camp deployable to give it a Raider edge. So the little thing you place down to build your camp, there's a little skin for that. There's a skin for the stash box, a Raider faction flag, and a Raider Pathfinder outfit, which is pretty cool. Look like another resident of Crater with this outfit, includes mask and bandana. We only get a very small image of it, but I like the overall theme they're going with. There's a loot bag, a backpack, which is Raider style, which I'm digging as well, to be honest, and the Marauder power armor skin, unique appearance for your power armor. Which, yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. These are some cool skins. If the price is reasonable, I'd like to get that bundle. Another bundle which is good, although I don't like it quite as much as the Settlers, which is essentially just a settler version of every single one of these things. You get a garden truck bed trailer, which is where you plant your crops. You get different skins for the camp, stash box, you get a different flag, a mechanic outfit, which looks terrible in my opinion, not a fan of it. A settler relief bag, they call it, which I kind of like if you do want to be a nice person. It gives you a bit more of a friendly aesthetic. The Vigilant, or Vigilante? Is that how you spell it? I'm not sure how you spell Vigilante. But yeah, this new Settler Power Armor skin just reminds me way too much of Hazard Tape. And I'm not sure if I really like it or really don't. I'm going to have to see it in-game before I can make my decision about that. But both of those bundles will be coming at some point. If you purchase the Wastelanders Deluxe Edition, if you haven't already got Fallout 76, then that includes these bundles. So I'll be interested to see just what they're like. That is pretty much it for proper information though. One final thing to mention is there's Twitch Prime bundles. If you're a Twitch Prime member and you're able to link your Twitch Prime account with your Bethesda.net account, you'll get some of these fancy rewards. I'll be showing up on screen. It appears to be like Nuka Cherry, skins, APOs, that kind of stuff. I don't have Twitch Prime, so I will not be seeing them, but there's some stuff. And yeah, the first one, the Raider branding iron weapon skin, is for a fire axe, so that really changes the appearance. That is it for the actual information though. If you are interested in Wastelanders, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have hit the notification bell, as I will be covering this game for quite a few more months at the very least. I'll be covering when Wastelanders comes out, and I'll be covering any news up to the date of release. So click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll stay up to date on all things Wastelanders. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts. Please do make them constructive. Let's try and keep things fairly positive down there. And like I said, trailer's in the description, so feel free to give it a watch and see what you think of it. As always, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.